So, do you remember what I have taught till the last class? Safiya and Rudoniel. We did some examples based on the zeros of the polynomial, and means how we can relate the zeros of the polynomial to the given polynomial and find the missing numbers. Okay, we did actually mainly we did the question based on the relationship between the zeros of the polynomial and the polynomial. Yeah. So yeah. So today we will be covering the topic of formation of quadratic and cubic polynomial. Okay. Now, how to form a quadratic and cubic polynomial? Okay, by using the zeros of the polynomial. Okay, if the zeros of the polynomial are given to you, how can you construct the Dishan came and left? Okay, if the zeros of the polynomial are given to you, then how can you construct the whole polynomial? Okay, like for quadratic polynomial, for cubic polynomial, how you are going to do that? Okay, so the first case is if for a cubic polynomial, for a quadratic polynomial, if a polynomial is quadratic, we all know that it has at most of the maximum of 2 zeros. Okay, so suppose alpha and beta are the zeros of that quadratic polynomial, then how can you construct that? What will be the polynomial? If alpha and beta are the zero of the polynomial, then alpha and beta zeros polynomial, then it will be x squared minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha into beta, sum of zeros and product of zeros. Okay, so this is how you can construct a polynomial. Okay, for example, if it is given to you that example 2 and 3 are zeros of polynomial, then what will be the polynomial? You can write x cube, okay, minus 2 3 5 x plus 6. Okay, so this will be the polynomial. Understood that how I constructed a polynomial with the help of the given zeros? Safiya and Rudronial, any confusion in this?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Similarly, you can construct the cubic polynomial also. Okay, but in cubic polynomial, what is there? There are 3 zeros. Okay, and there are 3 things when we found the relationship between the coefficient of the polynomial and the zero of the polynomial. One was sum of the zeros. Other was the second thing was the sum of the product of 2 zeros, and the third was the product of the zeros. Okay, so for cubic polynomial, okay, zeros are, for example, alpha, beta, and gamma. These are the zeros of the polynomial. Then what will be the polynomial? It will be x to the power q, because it is a cubic polynomial, minus sum of the polynomial alpha plus beta plus gamma x squared, then plus the sum of the product of 2 polynomials, that is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha x plus it will be minus alpha beta gamma. Okay, the product of the product of the zeros, product of zeros, sum of product of 2 zeros, sum of zeros. Okay, this is how you are going to construct the cubic polynomial. Okay, for example, if it is given to you that example, okay, for example, it is given to you that minus 1, 2, and 3 are zeros of polynomial, then what will be the polynomial? It will be x cube, and you'll put a minus sign here. Now you'll write the addition of all the 3, that is minus 1 plus 2 plus 3. Okay, now here it will be plus the product of the sum of the product of 2 zeros, like minus 1 minus 2. Now minus 1 2 will be minus 2 plus 6 minus 3 x. Here it will be x squared x. Again minus all the product. Okay, that is minus 1 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3. Okay, so here your final answer will be x cube. It will be minus 5x squared. Okay, yeah, and addition plus x minus 6. Okay, so this will be the cubic polynomial. Okay, understood? Here you will be writing the sum of the polynomial, sum of the zeros of the polynomial. Now the sum of the product of 2 polynomials, and then here the product of the polynomial zeros. Okay, it is how you are going to construct the polynomial by the given zeros of the polynomial. Okay, now some questions we'll see based on this. Question number 18: find a quadratic polynomial. Okay, you have to find a quadratic polynomial, and it is given to you the sum and product of whose zero are minus 3 and 2 respectively. Okay, so minus 3 and 2 it is given to you. Okay, let's see question number 18. Okay, now here value of alpha is given to you, and then value of beta. For example, you're taking that alpha is minus 3 and beta is 2. Okay, the zeros of the, now how can you find the quadratic polynomial? First we need to find the sum of the polynomial. The sum of the polynomial will be what minus 3. Wait, it is given. And the sum and okay, sorry. The sum and product of the polynomial is given to you. Okay, so it is given to you that alpha plus beta is minus 3 and product is 2. So alpha into beta is equal to 2. Okay, this is given to you. So okay, now how can you construct the polynomial? It will be x square minus alpha plus beta, the sum of the zeros, x plus the product of the zero. Okay, this will be the polynomial. So the required polynomial here is plus 3 plus 2. Okay, so this is the required polynomial. Okay, now one more question. Let's see here. If alpha and beta are zeros of a quadratic polynomial, okay, x square minus 5. So the polynomial here is x square minus 5. Alpha and beta are the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. Okay, then form a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are alpha plus beta and alpha 1 plus alpha. Okay, so here the polynomial is given to you. Okay, it's telling you if alpha and beta are the zeros. So actually you need to find out the value of alpha and beta, and then with that value you have to form another quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 1 plus alpha and 1 plus beta. Okay, so Safiya, can you tell me that the given polynomial is x square minus 5. Can you find out the zero of this polynomial? What will be the value of alpha and beta? Safiya, are you there? Yeah. So can you tell me how you're going to find out the zero of this polynomial?
X square minus 5.
Yeah, see, here it is written x square minus 5. Yeah, this is the polynomial. From this, you need to find out the zero. How can you find out the zero? If you need to find out the zero, then you are going to equate the whole polynomial to 0. Yeah? So, after equating this to 0, what you will do?
Factor using the a plus b, a minus b.
Yeah, very good. So, x square, what is the equation? X square minus 5. Okay? X square minus 5. Question number 9. Okay, x square minus 5. This is px is equal to x square minus 5. If you need to find out the zero of the polynomials, you need to equate px is equal to 5. So it will be x square minus 5 is equal to 0. Now you can change it into a plus b whole square. Okay. Now here we can write the formula of a plus b, a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. Okay. In this way, you can break down this. Okay. X plus 5. Okay. X minus, it will be not 5. Okay. 0. So x will be equal to plus minus root 5. Okay. Understood? That what one of the 0? 1 0 will be x will be equal to plus root 5, and 1 it will be x is equal to minus root 5. Okay. Now the another two zeros. See, you already find out the value of alpha and beta. Okay. Now what you have to do, you have to find out a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 1 plus alpha and 1 plus beta. Okay. 1 plus beta. So how can you find out another polynomial whose zero? See, x, it will be x if alpha and b and 1 plus alpha and 1 plus beta are the zeros, then what will be there? Then x minus 1 plus alpha, yeah, and x minus 1 plus beta is equal to 0. Okay, because the 1 plus alpha and 1 plus beta are the zeros of the new quadratic polynomial, then this will be the factor of the polynomial. X minus 1 plus alpha will be the factor of the polynomial. Okay, and that only I have done here, x minus 1 plus alpha, x minus 1 plus beta. Okay, or you can just directly use what we have done here, that x cube plus minus, you can multiply, you can you can take the sum of 1 plus alpha plus 1 plus beta, and then you can the constant term can be represented as the product of 1 plus alpha 1 plus beta. Okay, or in this way also you can do. Okay, so what it will be, x square, x will be multiplied by the first element, x square minus wait here, x1 plus beta. Okay, now minus x1 plus alpha plus 1 plus alpha 1 plus beta is equal to 0. Okay, so yeah, so it will be x square minus x plus beta x minus, okay, minus x minus alpha x plus, it will be 1, wait, 1 plus beta plus alpha beta is equal to 0. Okay, so this will be the minus plus 2x, and it will be minus beta x minus beta. Wait, here x is not. Wait, I'm doing something wrong. So x square. Okay, you can put the value of x as beta and alpha. Okay, here only you can put the value. And you can write here minus 2x minus x minus alpha x plus 1 plus beta plus alpha plus alpha. Okay, now what will be the value of alpha? Alpha will be root 5, and that will be minus root 5. So x square is equal to 2x minus plus root 5x. Okay, I'm putting the value of alpha and beta. Okay, now it will be minus root 5x 1 plus 1 minus root 5 minus root 5 plus 5 is equal to 0. Minus 5. Actually, it will be minus 5. Okay. Now, here you can see it is plus root 5 and it is minus root 5. It will be cancelled. Here it will be plus. Plus minus it will be cancelled. So, your answer will be x square minus 2x minus 4 is equal to 0. Okay. So, this is the quadratic polynomial. Okay. X square minus 2x minus 4 is equal to 0 is the quadratic polynomial for the given. Okay. Rudronius, if you any doubt anywhere?
Oh, ma'am.
Okay. So, how we find out? We are from the given polynomial, we find out the alpha and beta value. Okay, then 1 plus alpha and 1 plus beta are the zeros. So I found this equation. Okay, because they are the zeros, so x minus 1 plus alpha multiplied by x minus 1 plus beta will be the factor of the polynomial. Okay, these are the factors, so it will be equal to 0. Now we have solved this equation first. Okay, and after solving here, I have put the value of alpha and beta. Okay. So root 5 got cancelled, and this is the equation that we got, x square minus 2x minus 4. Okay. Now let's see some more examples. Okay, last example for the cubic polynomial. Okay. Now for cubic question number 20 it is zeros of a cubic polynomial are okay. Now I'm writing the zeros of the cubic polynomial, and Safia and Rudronia, you need to find out the value. Okay. Then here it is 3 minus 1 and minus 1 by 3. Okay. So what you are going to do? Rudronia, can you tell me? It is a cubic polynomial. So how you are going to form a cubic whole cubic polynomial? Rudronia?
Ma'am,
What are the three things that we find when we are solving a cubic polynomial? Relationship between, see, you can take alpha
sum
as,
and product.
yeah, the sum of the zeros. Okay, that is means sum of alpha, beta, and gamma. Then there is sum of the product of two zeros, alpha, beta plus beta, beta, gamma plus gamma, alpha, and then the last thing is the product of the zeros. Okay, alpha, beta, gamma. So you can take as alpha is equal to 3, beta is equal to minus 1, and gamma is equal to minus 1 by 3. Okay. So you need to find out alpha plus beta plus gamma. That will be what? You need to add up all the three. So it will be 3 minus 1 by 3. So at the end, what you got? You get a fractional value, that is 5 by 3 minus 5 by 3. Okay. Now you need to find out alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. That will be what? That will be minus 3 plus 1 by 3. Okay. Now another will be minus 1. Okay. So the whole thing will be 11 by 3. Minus 11 by 3. Okay. Now the third thing will be alpha. Yeah. Hello, Shazan. Why are you so late? Yeah.
Class was going on, ma'am. I was
Okay. Okay. No issues. Okay. We were just solving problems that how you're going to relate alpha means if the zeros of the polynomial is given, that then how you're going to form the whole polynomial. Okay. So alpha plus alpha beta gamma is equal to what? Here alpha beta gamma is equal to the product of all the three, that is 3 minus 1 multiplied by minus 1 by 3. That will be 1. Okay. So how you're going to form the this polynomial? We have got all the three values, that is 5 by 3 minus 11 by 3, and then you got 1. Okay. Then the polynomial will be x cube minus the sum of the polynomial. The sum of the polynomial you got 5 by 3 x squared. Okay. Plus minus 11 by 3. That is a value that we got minus 1. Okay. So this is the required polynomial. You can simplify and write down 3 minus 5x squared minus 11x. Okay. Minus 3 by 3. Okay. So it is equal to 0. So it will be 3x cubed minus 5x squared minus 11x minus 3. This is the required cubic polynomial. Okay. Understood, everybody? Any doubt, Rudoniel and Safia? In the last question, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Shazan, for you, I will just quickly revise it. Okay. Okay. See, if the zeros of the polynomial are given for a quadratic polynomial, then there are two zeros of a quadratic polynomial, that is alpha and beta. Okay. Now, how can you form? If the zeros of the polynomial are given, then how can you form the whole quadratic equation? Okay. That is, the quadratic equation can be written as x squared. Since it is a quadratic equation, the highest power will be x squared. So x squared minus the sum of the zeros, alpha plus beta, x plus product of zeros. That means that you can represent the coefficient of x as the product, the sum of the zeros, and the constant term as the product of the zeros. Okay. Now you can see here quickly example number 18, that in this question the product of the zero is given to you, that is minus 3, and the sum of the zero is 2. So what will be the quadratic equation? That will be x square minus plus 3x plus 3x 2. Okay, why plus 3x? Because this 3 also contain minus, and when you form the equation, it is minus alpha plus beta x. Okay, so that way x square plus 3x plus 2. Similarly, there is a question number 19. Okay, and cubic polynomial. In cubic polynomial, three relations are there. Okay, and because there are three zeros also, alpha, beta, and gamma. So how will be the quadratic polynomial will be formed? If you see here, this line. Okay, this tell you the quadratic polynomial here. Okay, this particular line tells you the x cube minus the sum of the zeros alpha plus beta plus gamma x square plus the sum of the product of two zeros x minus alpha beta gamma. Okay, understood, Shazan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if any doubt, you may ask me. Just you can wait after the class for 10 minutes and I will tell you. Okay. Okay. Now here the topic 2 starts. Okay, what is the topic 2? Division algorithm for polynomial. Okay, one question is going to come from here. And what is division algorithm of polynomial? Actually, this is similar the division algorithm of for any number. Okay, how do we divide? Okay, we have already learned the division algorithm lemma. What is it? That that the dividend is equal to divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder. Okay, px is equal to gx multiplied by qx plus rx. It was not x there, it was p. P is equal to q multiplied by plus r. Okay, this was there where p was the divisor, sorry, dividend, d was the divisor, q was the quotient, and r was the remainder. Okay, so this is your main division algorithm lemma. Okay, and today, as we are studying about polynomials, so we'll learn about polynomial. Okay, now here px. Generally, we represent a polynomial by px. It is not that you cannot use any other alphabet, but generally we use it px. So I'm also using a px. Okay, so px is a polynomial. Okay, and we are dividing this particular polynomial from another polynomial as gx. Okay, so here in these two polynomials, gx should not be equal to 0, and gx and rx such that, okay, I'll get it here, gx multiplied by qx plus rx. Okay, now here, what is this px? This px is dividend, this is divisor, this is quotient, and this is remainder. Whenever we divide a number by a given number, okay, that is when we divide, when a divisor divide a dividend, what happens? We get a quotient, okay, that is dividing the number, means, okay, quotient, okay, and if the given polynomial is fully divided, okay, fully divided, then the remainder will become 0, else it will be some number. Okay, now what are the rules that you need to remember when you are dividing a polynomial from another polynomial? First of all, here the result divide px by gx. If you are dividing px by gx, then the degree of px should be greater than the degree of qx. Okay, for example, if I tell you divide 2 by 10, okay, you cannot do that. Okay, you will divide 10 by 2. Okay, the dividend should be always greater than the divisor. Okay, so similarly, as we are doing the polynomial, so the degree of the polynomial, the degree of the dividend polynomial should be greater than the degree of the divisor polynomial. Okay, degree of px should be greater than degree of gx. Okay, now when you're dividing, if rx is equal to 0, if rs becomes 0, then division is complete. The division is complete. Obviously, when the remainder becomes 0, then the division is complete. But there are some cases also where the remainder is not equal to 0. What will happen there? If the remainder is not equal to 0, then two conditions are there. You need to check the degree of the remainder. If the degree of the remainder is greater than the degree of the dividend, the degree of the divisor, sorry, the degree of gx, then the division is complete. Okay, if the degree of the remainder become less than the degree of gx, then the division is complete. If the degree of remainder is still greater than the degree of the gx, that is divisor, then you need to complete the division. Okay, further division is required. Okay, now let's see one division so that we can understand how can we divide a polynomial. Okay, because you have already divided so many numbers in mathematics, simple numbers, the natural numbers, but how you are going to divide a polynomial? Let's see. Okay, so okay, now wherever you feel any doubt, ask me. Okay, because it is polynomial division. Okay, now here px is given as x cube, okay, minus 2x plus 3. Now this is your px. Okay, that is the dividend. Okay, and gx, we have got the gx is x plus 3. Okay, you can see nicely that the degree of gx is less than the degree of px. Okay, the degree of px is 3 and the degree of gx is 1. Okay, so you can divide px from gx. Okay, and always when you are dividing a polynomial, rearrange the polynomial. You put the variables who have the highest degree first, then in the decreasing order. For example, if your polynomial is written as x to the power 3 plus x to the power 4 plus x square plus x square plus 1. So don't divide it just like that. First rearrange it and put the highest degree first. Then after that, like 4, then 3 plus in the ascending order, arrange it, then only divide it. Okay, otherwise your division will not be proper. It will be wrong. Understood? So rearrange it. Okay. Now it is already arranged here. The px is x cube minus 2x plus 3, x plus 3. Now let's see how we are going to divide it. Okay. Similarly, like here, x plus 3 we are going to write, and here it is x cube minus 2x plus 3. Okay. Now what will be the first step? Okay, what we do in the division, we cancel the terms. The remainder should become 0. So how can the remainder become 0? Now, first see the first term. Your first term is what? X cube. Okay, it is x cube. So if you want here that x cube get cancelled from here, so how can you cancel it? There should be a minus x cube. Am I right? And whenever you are dividing, the sign here alters. The second number that you are going to write is below this number. The sign will be altered. Okay, if it is a plus, then we are going to make it minus. If it is a minus, then we are going to plus it. Okay, so it is x cube here, everybody. Now, if you see the divisor here, it is x. So what you are going to multiply here in x that you can divide x cube. Okay, you're going to multiply with x square. You're going to multiply x square with x so that you can fully cancel this x cube. Okay, so if you are going to multiply this, you'll get x cube. Okay, and its sign is plus, so we are going to alter it to minus. Okay, now this x square will also be multiplied by 3 also. So what you'll get plus 3x square. Okay, this whole term will get cancelled. Now there is no term with x square. So it will be, sign will be altered. It will be written 3x square minus 2x plus 3. Okay, clear to everybody the steps? Now, what is the next number? Now we need to cancel 3x square. If you need to cancel 3x square, now here it is only x. So we'll be multiplying by minus 3x. If you multiply minus 3x from x plus 3, then what you will get? Minus 3x. Always remember you need to cancel the first term. Okay, 3x square. So it will become plus. So plus minus will become 0. It will be cancelled for the term. Now if you multiply this minus 3x from plus 3, it will be minus 9x. Okay, and the sign will be changed to plus, so it will be 7x plus 3. Okay, now the next number, you need to cancel x here, so it will be x is already here, you just need to multiply with 7. Okay, so if you multiply it by 7, and you will get sign will be altered, this will be cancelled, and then here you get a remainder of minus 18. Okay, so this is the remainder. Okay, any doubt how I divided the number? Anybody? Shazan, Safia, Rudronial? Any doubt in this process?
No, ma'am.
Safia, you understood? Safia, you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any doubt? Because you should know how this process is going on, because the question is going to come on this. Okay, one question will definitely be there, and you should be very clear about how you're dividing it. Okay, so now if we will see, if you want, you can just verify this question also. How can you verify? What is the here? It is x cube minus 2x plus 3. This should be equal to gx, that is x plus 3 multiplied by the quotient, that is you got x square minus 3x plus 7 plus the remainder. Okay, since it is minus 18, so I'm writing minus 18 because here we are going to add. So if you multiply and check, then this is going to give you the same as x cube minus 2x plus 3. Okay, and if it does not give, that means there's something wrong with the division. Okay, let us see some other questions also. We're about to complete this chapter. Okay, polynomial, everybody. Okay, now second question, divide the polynomial 6x to the power 4 minus 44x square plus 6x minus 3. So this is the px. By the polynomial x square minus 3x plus 1. This is the gx, and verify the division algorithm. Okay, so everybody just try to do this question and tell me what is the question that you get and the remainder. 6x to the power 4. Everybody, the question is visible. Divide the polynomial 6x square. Okay, so let's see how we are going to divide. Okay, so for first number, what should be the value of the question? if you need to cancel 6x to the power 4, what should be the value of the quotient? Rudronial, can you tell me what should be the value of the quotient for first one?
Ma'am, first you'll have to divide x square and 6x4.
Yeah. So what should I write here in the value of quotient? You can check like this also.
Is 6x2.
Yeah, 6x to the power square. 6x to the power square. So will be cancelled. Now if I multiply 6x square minus 3x, so I will get minus 18x cube, okay, plus 6x square. Okay, signs will be altered. Now cube value is not there, so it will be 18x cube, and square value is there, so it will be minus 50x square plus 6x minus 3. Okay, so this is the value that we got. Okay, now Safiya, can you tell me how I'm going to cancel this 18x to the power cube? 18x cube?
You will multiply it by 18x.
Yes, 18x. So it will be 18x cube minus. So this will be cancelled. Now you will be doing same with the other values of the coefficient. That is, it will be minus 54x square plus 18x. Okay. So now signs will be altered. Okay. So what we have got here, we got 4x square minus 12x minus 3. Okay. Now again, value of what will be cancelled, multiplying by 4. Okay, and here it will be plus 4, which will be minus. So here you got minus 7. So the remainder Rx value here is Qx is 6x to the power square plus 18x plus 4. Okay, and Rx will be minus 7. Okay, now check that is verify this thing that Px is equal to Gx multiplied by Qx plus Rx. Okay, now similarly, question number 3. Okay, now solve this question number 3 and tell me what is the value of the quotient and the remainder. Question is visible. Find the value of A and B so that x to the power 4 plus x cube plus 8x square plus ax plus b is divisible by x square plus 1. Now this question is little different from the, we were just finding out, we were just dividing and doing. Now here you need to find out the missing values. Now how can you do that? Rudronial, can you tell me if a number is fully divisible by another number, then what is the condition there? How can you say that the number is fully divisible by the other?
The remainder is to be 0.
Yeah, remainder is 0. So what you need to do, you have to divide it. In the end, you will get the values in the form of A and B. You need to equate it to 0 because in the remainder, you will get that value. Okay, you can see here in the remainder, I got a value of x, a minus b, a minus 1 plus b minus 7. Since it is fully divisible, so this value should be equal to 0 because remainder should be 0. When you will equate it to 0, then you will get the value of a and b. Okay, do you have any doubt? Safiya and Rudronial, you two are here. Let's see. Okay, I'm just picking up the last equation value. Okay, example. Okay, when you are going to divide this here, x, the equation will be x, a minus 1 plus b minus 7. Since since gx divides px, therefore rx should be equal to 0. Okay, so we are doing the same thing. We are going to equate it to 0. Now, when we are equating it to 0, then what we will get? That it will be a minus 1 will be equal to 0, and also b minus 7 is equal to 0. Now, how I did this? See, you can write it x, a minus 1 plus b minus 7 is equal to, it is 0. So it can be written as 0x plus 0. So I am comparing the coefficient of this. Okay, understood? Now, if you are going to compare it to 0, then you will get the value of a as 1 and value of b as 7. Okay, so these are the missing value. Understood? So I think time is almost there. We need to finish the class here. Okay, try to do the assignment. Okay, and if you face any issues, okay, we are going to solve some more problem on these. Okay, and the next class will be the last class for polynomial. And if you are facing any issues in polynomial, you can just let me know in the last class. Okay, I'll discuss there only. Okay, Rudronial, Safiya?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's okay. So I'm going to end the class. Till then, bye-bye.